Okay, well, of course, I want to thank the organizers for this meeting. It's great to have this Latin American feeling at UC Berkeley. And of course, I want to thank also Frank Baxter, which is not only the former ambassador of the US in Uruguay, but be sure that he's a permanent ambassador of the best traditions of UC Berkeley. Of course, I'm very proud to share his friendship. Well, I was asked to give a little bit of the flavor of how Latin America is doing in terms of the macroeconomic environment in these turbulent times in which the US and Europe are doing the way they are doing, and in which China, India, and other tremendously large emerging countries are being integrated to the world market. And probably for the first time in centuries, Latin America is not suffering the shapes of global crisis like we had in 2008, 2009. And after that, I want to take advantage of this powerful position here and give also a little bit of a flavor of the Uruguayan outlook and some business opportunities. But it's not only because there are business opportunities in Uruguay. You have to take this as an example of how a lot of Latin American countries can offer. So, of course, I want to speak about Uruguay, but for sure, most of Latin American countries could give a relatively similar offering and presentation of business opportunities. Well, we are living right now in a world in which regions are evolving essentially in two different paces. The US and Europe suffered a huge financial crisis. There is a slow recovery process in advanced economies with weak private demand, and after all the fiscal and monetary efforts they did during 2008 and 2009, is not much that what they can do right now in terms of the fiscal and monetary stimulus. So the prospect on the US and Europe is that the recovery will be low. The liquidity issues are still there. In some European countries, solvency issues are also still there. So interest rates are the other side of the coin of this weak recovery, of these weak economies, of large unemployment and large fiscal deficits. But it's not a long-term and structural situation. So Latin American countries and emerging countries, as Frank was saying, have to take into account that the circumstances that we are facing right now are not structural. Interest rates in the world will not be zero forever. The unemployment in Europe and the US will not be so high forever. And when this situation is reversed, well, you better did your homework before in emerging markets, and particularly in small emerging markets as Uruguay. Latin American countries are benefiting from increasing integration to the most dynamic emerging economies and from high export prices. Since I was born, we are complaining about that the products we produce in Latin America have declining prices and declining prices and declining prices. Right now, our main trouble is facing how commodities prices are increasing and increasing and increasing. And we will talk about this a little bit afterwards. But it's not only a financial and monetary issue that commodities prices are growing, but also the structural fact that China and India are getting more integrated into the world market. So there is also part of this commodities prices evolution is not circumstantial but structural. Stronger fundamentals and low international interest rates facilitate access to funding and encourage capital flows. As I was saying, interest rates in the world are essentially zero, so capitals are all around the world looking for opportunities. emerging markets, particularly those emerging markets which were doing okay during the crisis, are attracting capital inflows. Of course, we macroeconomists know that it's not the same to get foreign direct investment that short-term financial investments. So we have to be careful with also with dealing with capital inflows or large capital inflows that we are dealing with today. And also we are having cheap money, and that's also a dangerous thing. So all the situation for Latin American and emerging markets are very tempting. No, what the Argentinians would say, la plata dulce. No, it's very easy to get money, it's very easy to get investments, but at the same time you have to know that this situation will not last forever, so you better be prepared when the rain comes. Policy challenges then are more related to manage the strong growth, possible overheating in some emerging markets, asset price bubbles, and current account deficits. So the challenges that the policymakers are having right now are the challenges you want to have. No? For decades, we had the other challenges, the low growth, cold economies, low asset prices, and so on. Just a few graphs in order to illustrate what I was saying. Just one comment. As Frank was saying, not all Latin American countries are the same. Of course, we have in the BRIC group, we have Brazil as the shining star of the group in Latin America. But we also have other emerging markets in Latin America which are doing relatively similar to Brazil and others not. In general, those countries which sells commodities are doing okay because we are tied to the Chinese and Indian demand. But the Latin American or the Caribbean countries which are more tied to the US demand and tourism are not doing the same way. So when I refer to Latin America in particular, I'm referring to those countries which are not that tied to the US demand, and they are commodities exporters, and they are relatively integrated into the world economy. Well, during the crisis, you saw a higher resilience than advanced economy in Latin American and Caribbean countries, and also in emerging and developing economies such as China and India. And also a good prospect of growth in the coming years. So you have some Latin American countries with large GDP growth in the last years, but also good prospects until 2 or 3 years ahead. In particular, Uruguay didn't fall, the GDP in Uruguay didn't fall even during 2009. We grew almost 3%. But we are back again in rates close to 8 to 9% of growth. There were no major impact on unemployment, no, as in US, in Europe. Europe is around 20% of unemployment. The US is around 10%, so they are really very, very high figures for advanced economies. And current accounts are adjusting in the expected direction. So the Latin American economies were doing essentially okay in spite of the huge financial turbulences that we saw in the US and Europe. In some countries, something that is not good for, in structural terms, was relatively an advantage during this financial crisis, which that Frank was mentioning. Our capital markets were not as sophisticated as the US and Europe and the European capital markets. So we had less mechanisms of contagion of what was happening in the US and Europe. There was a quick recovery of trade flows. Of course, they were not much damage if you are selling commodities to China, India, Russia, and Brazil. Uruguay is a good example of that, in which exports were growing rapidly in 2010, and right now in 2011 we are again rushing in our record figures of exports. And obviously, the BRIC countries are the main demanders. In a framework of a sustained commodity prices, or also a quick recovery of commodities prices in 2009 and 10, and I was mentioning before, there are two main issues related to that. One is more structural, which is that China and India are eating more than before. So every Chinese decided to put a little soy sauce on the salad. Okay, we are exporting soy as we never did. So there is a structural reason for why some commodities prices are growing. But there is also a question of the unit of measure. With a very, very weak US dollar, part of this process is explained by just a unit of measure issue. No? With a weak dollar, the very same price is expressed in more dollars. And this is not a structural feature. The US economy and the US dollar will be stronger in the near future. The interest rates will be increasing in the near future. So probably the commodities prices will not grow at the same pace in the coming years. Latin American countries, well, have a large share of their exports in primary products. I don't like these primary, secondary, tertiary products because, in fact, when we sell a good beef, probably as good as the one I just had, in fact, we are not exporting primary products at all because this beef has a lot of technology. You can track where the cow was grow, what did it eat. I mean, there is a lot of information on that. There is for consumers. There is a lot of services and commerce issues involved. So beef, soy, or all these agricultural-based products are not just primary products. But anyway, agricultural-based products are a large share of exports in our countries, and that, of course, means that while China and India and Russia and Brazil are demanding this kind of products, okay, we have a good prospect in the coming years. The region, as I was mentioning, is also facing capital inflows with all the dangers it implies. Again, cheap money is good, but tempting and dangerous. And of course, you have also two reasons for that. First is that with so low interest rates in the world, there is a lot of capital around. So, and the other reason is that, well, emerging markets were doing good, and they are showing increasing business opportunities in financial terms, but also in terms of the foreign direct investment. So it's also logic in this context that emerging markets which are doing okay during the crisis are also receiving large capital inflows, and they will be receiving capital inflows in the coming years too. What is really important is not just what we call the carry trade issue. So you have higher interest rates because you can't have zero interest rate like the US, and you attract just short-term financial investments. But what is important is to get foreign direct investment, and this has been a sustained process in most of Latin American countries in the last years.